I've already searched it thoroughly. I won't find... At the moment, I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care. There may be fingerprints.
Doesn't make sense.
I confess that your logic, it escapes me.
Doctor?
Yes, Mademoiselle Marsо?
I'm going to update Monsieur Poirot on my progress. Will you make sure the scene of the crime remains undisturbed?
Certainly. I will remain vigilant.
Thank you. Monsieur Poirot.
The object was already dead when they were delivered. The murderer returned to make certain the object was dead. The murderer had unusually long arms. The object glanced about as he was gone, and the electronic murderer could easily start there, someone striking with their eyes shut in a blind frenzy. Perhaps the killer's unfortunate goals to them overcome with a bloodlust. The body too murdered.
And that is everything I've discovered so far.
We progress, mademoiselle. Now, let us see what we can learn. Merci, mademoiselle. Unfortunately, the report, it is not yet complete. There are still clues to be found, mademoiselle. Search carefully.
This is not the time to wander. I must focus on investigating the murder scene and reporting to Poirot. This is not the time to wander. I must focus. This is not the... At the moment, I think I'm needed elsewhere.
There is nothing more the body can tell us.
I found the inscription REV 1318 printed on the hatband of his hat.
A curious inscription indeed for the hat.
The burnt paper could be significant.
What strikes you as most important?
Not cigar or pipe ashes, burned paper.
Precisement.
But the paper is impossible to read.
It is possible that some of the writing on the paper can be made legible again if the scrap can be protected, flattened, and held firmly in place while the heat is applied. I will need something with which to handle the paper most delicately, 2 objects of metal netting that we can place it between, and a source of constant heat. Collect for me these items, and we will see what we shall see.
I should look for the items Monsieur Poirot needs to read the burnt scrap of paper.
No, this hat frame will not work. It is not of the proper type. The hat frame must be of wire mesh, a type now out of fashion. No, this one will not suffice.
I'll put this into my scrapbook so I can take a closer look at it later. I won't find anything else in there. I've already... Nothing to see. I can't see anything of interest. I've already searched it. Nothing else to see in there. The door is locked. This door is tightly locked. This looks like a puzzle box. Let me see if I can get it open. I don't think that's right. I should try a different way. That isn't right. I can feel the resistance. And now to see what was so cleverly guarded. I don't normally go about taking everything that isn't tied down, but under the circumstances... I won't find anything else in there. Splendid. I can't see... This door is tightly locked.
Regardez, mademoiselle.
I won't find any... Nothing else to see. I can't see anything. I cannot take these towels. They are of too fine a quality to waste on detective work. There must be something else I can use. Oh my, I am looking quite haggard. Detective work and cold weather wreaks havoc on the skin. Quite modern. I cannot take these towels. They are of too fine a quality to waste on detective work. The door to the Athens-Paris coach is locked. Perfect. It's locked fast. I don't need anything else from my suitcase at the moment. This wash basin is shared by the two connecting rooms. This wash... Nothing to see. I can't see anything.
This is the wrong kind of hat frame. Think, Mademoiselle Marso. It must be made of the wire mesh. The hat frame. Quite interesting.
Nothing else to...
Regardez, mademoiselle.
I've already... This door is tightly locked. The door is locked. I wouldn't want to get caught. Very nice work. I have more important things to do than chat. I have more important things. I have more important... I don't think... This door is... This door leading outside has been ordered sealed by Monsieur Poirot, so that no one may use it to exit the train. The door to the back... I can't do that. I am having trouble finding all I need to read the paper.
Mademoiselle, you are having the difficulties obtaining something with which to handle the burned paper? Also the two objects of metal netting and a source of constant heat? Poirot can offer to you suggestions. But we have just made the challenge, you and I. And if I help you, it is a point for me. Do you still wish my help?
No, I will try.
Excellent. I applaud your tenacity.
I won't find nothing else to see. I won't find. I've already searched it thoroughly. I can't see.
A single pipe smoker aboard, and all roads lead to him.
I've already said. I have everything I need to read the paper.
That is most pleasing.
I have all the pieces. All that remains is for me to assemble them properly. The paper is extremely fragile. I've already pressed my luck collecting it. I need something to handle it with.
Mademoiselle, take care. The ice tongs are far too clumsy. Try the curling tongs of my moustache. There. I give you the hint and progress one step closer to winning our challenge.
The curling tongs have the burnt paper firmly but delicately in their grip. The paper holder is now in place. Now on to securing a heat source. This is neither the time nor the place.
Daisy Armstrong, c'est ça. I now know the real name of the dead man. And I know why he had to leave America.
Monsieur Poirot, I have documented that case in my scrapbook.
I remember well the case. 10 years ago, Colonel Armstrong was an Englishman. He married the daughter of Linda Arden, the most famous tragic American actress of her day. They lived in the city of New York and had one child, 3 years old, whom they adored. 2 men snatched Daisy from the arms of her nursemaid. The police were convinced that the young woman had some knowledge of the crime and questioned her relentlessly. The enormous ransom was paid, but 2 weeks passed with no word from the kidnappers. And then there was a break in the case. 2 brothers named Perkinson were identified by witnesses and tracked to a farmhouse somewhere outside of the city. The Perkinsons were arrested at the farmhouse where they and a woman not identified had been hiding. They were tried and convicted. At their trial, they implicated Cassetti, not only as the mastermind of the scheme, but the man who shot the little girl. The tearful testimony of the Perkinson brothers surprised many, but they admitted their guilt. And in America, the crime carries the maximum penalty. During the sentencing, the Perkinson brothers tried to make the escape. Jeffrey was captured, but not his brother Robert. And Cassetti had vanished without a trace. Madame Armstrong gave birth to a dead child born prematurely, and she herself died. The evening after the double funeral, a broken-hearted Colonel Armstrong returned to the family brownstone on Park Avenue, locked himself in his study, and shot himself. A body was discovered in the New York harbor shortly after Jeffrey Perkinson died in the electric chair. It was identified by a relative as Robert Perkinson. If he was a suicide or killed by Cassetti, was never known. Cassetti was still at large, seen now here, now over there, and still more tragedy was to follow. The police refused to believe the hysterical denials of the poor girl, hoping she might lead them to Cassetti. In a fit of despair, the poor girl threw herself from a window and was killed. It was proved afterwards that she was absolutely innocent of any complicity in the crime. Cassetti was the man, there can be no doubt. He had used the same methods in the past, hired men down on their luck to do the dangerous work, but taking most of the ransom for himself, and always killing the victim if the police were closing in. He had many enemies, that one.
I cannot regret that he is dead.
I agree with you, mademoiselle.
Still, it is not necessary that he should be killed aboard one of our trains. There are other places.
Indeed, the investigation continues. And we progress, no? And now is the time for the assembling of the evidence. Collect all passports, gather information about our suspects, seek out any clues, follow every possible trail.
Goodness, it seems to have gotten extremely cold in here.
Mademoiselle, the engineer has just informed me. A rock from the avalanche, it struck the undercarriage of the coal tender. The pipe that carries the steam that heats the train is damaged. It must be repaired, or we will all freeze to death.
Could this be a coincidence? Either way, I'd better look into it immediately.